Let's take a moment to explore your Canvas account, which is where you can manage overall account settings for yourself in Canvas. Your account is part of the overall Canvas navigation, and it's located at the top of the Canvas navigation pane. This is where you'll be able to set your notifications, set a profile picture, add specific files associated with your account, and so on. Let's take a look at profile. As you can see, I've added a bio here by editing my profile. Let's go and take a look at the other options. The notification space will be really important for you. If you've already been using Canvas, you've likely been getting the default selection of Canvas notifications sent to you, and you might find that a little much. You can create notification setting globally or for specific courses. When you click into notifications, you'll see columns for each type of thing you could be notified about, then a column for email notifications, and finally for push notifications. You want to turn on or off the items you want to be notified of. You can set how you're notified for both email and mobile devices. This is something that your students will also have to adjust. There are default notification options set, but you may want to encourage your students on the first day of class to take a look at this. You could do it with them. When students set their notification and profile preferences, they take a bit more ownership over their activity in the course. Spend some time taking a good look at this and figure out what you want to recommend for your students. So those are your notification settings. You've also got a file space where you can add content to specific courses. In the other settings section, you'll be able to identify other email addresses and more, like pronouns and so on. Make sure that you save after you've made any changes, all right? ePortfolios, unlike Blackboard, Canvas doesn't allow ePortfolio assignment submissions, but this is where students can set one up. Shared content is a very useful item in your account settings. This is where anything that you have shared or received in Canvas will appear. If any new content has been shared with you, you'll get a little badge next to that section, and a badge will also be visible from your main account icon. Once something has been shared with you, you can preview it, import it into any of your courses, or remove it. You can share anything in a Canvas course that you own or content in Canvas Commons with anyone else in Mason, and I'll show you how to do that after we've finished going over these account options. Your profile also has Harmonize notification settings if you have Harmonize enabled. There are a few other things that you may or may not be using. You or your students can store work in a folio, which is like an ePortfolio, and you can generate a QR code for mobile login. Then we have global announcements. These are system-wide announcements that get sent to everyone in Canvas. I am often trigger happy with Xing them out as soon as I log on, but then sometimes I want to go back and see them. This is where you do it. You go to your account and select global announcements, and then you can see current or recent announcements. And finally, you have an accessibility tool for a high contrast UI or user interface. Let's try it, then refresh. And you'll notice everything is a bit more contrasty. Okay, let's go back to the shared content issue. If you want to share anything with a colleague or faculty who are in your area, for instance, you do that by going to your course and finding something that you want to share. Let's say you want to share this information about Harmonize. Go to the three dots right next to the content item and click Send To. Start typing the person's name or email, and when it pops up, click it and then send. Now, when I go to my account and shared content, I'll see this new shared item. The badge didn't have time to display, but it will appear once the item has been processed. Here's the Harmonize item that's just been shared with my account. Let's wait for it to be processed fully. There you go. It's now been received and I can import it. When you click import, you'll have a series of options that will open as you choose each one. Which course do you want to import this into? Then you can identify the module and then where in the module. Finally, click import and the item will be popped right in, which is really great. This is a nice way to share materials like uniform assignments or required support or policy content with your faculty. Now that the item has been processed and is available, note that the badge appears. This is an indication that I have shared content waiting for me. All right, that was a quick introduction to your Canvas account settings. I hope it helped.